In 2014, psychologists gave people a choice: sit alone with your thoughts or get shocked. 15 minutes in an empty room, no phone, no book, just you. 67% of men chose to shock themselves rather than sit quietly. One man pressed the button 190 times in a single 15-minute session. We would rather feel pain than feel nothing. Boredom seems harmless, a minor annoyance, something we swipe away in seconds. But researchers now believe boredom is one of the most misunderstood states of mind. What if boredom is not empty at all? What if that restless, itchy feeling is your brain sounding an alarm? This is the untold story of boredom. For most of history, no one studied boredom seriously. It seemed too trivial. The word itself barely existed in English before the 1850s. Charles Dickens popularized the word boredom in Bleak House, published in 1852. Before that, we lacked a single word for the feeling. For decades, science treated boredom as laziness or a moral failing. Then came a scientist who took the empty feeling seriously. John Eastwood, psychologist at York University in Toronto. Eastwood defined boredom precisely: the unfulfilled desire for satisfying activity. You want to engage with the world, but you cannot. Your attention has nowhere to land, and it hurts. It is not that nothing is happening. It is that nothing feels meaningful. The paradox of a full life that feels empty. And that paradox, researchers found, can turn genuinely dangerous. Timothy Wilson, social psychologist at the University of Virginia. In 2014, Wilson designed that unforgettable experiment with the electric shock. Participants sat alone in a bare room for up to 15 minutes. Their only option, a button that delivered a mild but real shock. Many had earlier said they would pay money to avoid that shock. Yet faced with pure boredom, they chose the pain instead. People prefer doing to thinking, even if that doing hurts. The mind, it seems, cannot tolerate being left completely alone. But why does boredom feel so unbearable? Enter James Dankert, neuroscientist at the University of Waterloo. Dankert studied patients who became chronically bored after brain injury. Many had damage to attention networks in the frontal lobe. Boredom, he argued, is a failure to engage attention. The brain wants purpose and cannot find a target. Dankert calls boredom a signal, like hunger or pain. Boredom is a call to action. It tells you this is not working. Ignore that signal too long, and the consequences compound. Research links chronic boredom to risky, sometimes self-destructive behavior. Bored people report higher rates of gambling, overeating, and substance use. Studies suggest bored teenagers are more likely to try drugs and alcohol. In one study, boredom-prone adults took bigger financial risks for a thrill. Sammy Perrone, developmental scientist at Washington State University. Perrone measured brain activity during induced boredom in the lab. Bored brains showed a distinctive pattern of frontal activity. It resembled the brain searching, restlessly, for something to do. Boredom is not the brain switching off. It is the brain straining. One survey found people feel bored roughly 131 days a year. And modern life, oddly, may be making it worse, not better. Endless feeds promise stimulation, then leave us hungrier for more. The more we chase constant novelty, the lower our tolerance grows. Silence starts to feel like an emergency we must escape. But here is what changes everything. Boredom might be a gift. The same restlessness that fuels risk can also fuel creativity. In a 2014 study, bored participants performed better on creative tasks. The idle mind, denied stimulation, began to invent its own. Boredom clears the stage. It empties the mind so new ideas can enter. The daydream, the wandering thought, the sudden insight in the shower. Many great ideas arrive not in busyness, but in the empty pause. The cure for boredom is curiosity. There is no cure for curiosity. The danger was never boredom itself. It was how we escape it. We reach for the button, the phone, the endless, numbing scroll. But boredom is asking a question worth answering. Next time the restlessness hits, try not reaching for your phone. Sit with the empty room. Listen to what it wants you to change.